this time, hopefully, we'll have clear audio.
Hey guys, welcome. This is my name is Luke. We're gonna be casting the Valorant game that we have this week. I'm not super exactly who we're up against, but new champs out. We can only play one of them. Yeah, I'm excited. There's Songo. 205 combat score, 17 first bloods, 8.2 assists, 1.2 KD. Looking really good, Danny.
Then we have Telekit.
Ooh.
Perfectly. Combat score of 1.
That's my go right there. And we have peak of Robert. Got 1.13 KD, 4.2 assists, 21 first bloods, and 215 combat score. Looking like he gets a lot of those first opening frags. That's pretty cool.
Then next we have Freakalo, Angelo, with a combat score of 277.7 with 37 first bloods and a KD of 1.4. It looks like he's going to be playing an initiator.
For sure. I believe, yeah, then we have Young Chicken. I believe Young Chicken and Peacup have actually made a role swap recently. I think Young Chicken is playing on like the like one of the characters who opens up the fights. And then Peacup is like more supporty characters now. That was interesting. I think we saw that last week while I was watching. So I'm curious if they hold that through to this week as well.
Then we have DJ Fallen Declan, who I believe is a sub for this game. It looks like we don't have any stats for him, so he's kind of the wild card here. It'll be interesting to see what he decides to play.
That's true. That's true. Then we have Celeste Marcelo is going to be our other sub. Hoping that we see him get some play time. In previous seasons, I've seen him rock out on the Cypher. Yeah, most of the Cypher. So if we're seeing maps where they're looking to play that, we might be seeing very cool poses. All right, so it looks like we're up against Guilford Tech Community College. They have Momo, TTN, Rebel Tug, Arisu, BFVN, Fu Kanglong, Dua, and then some Chinese characters.
And here we can take a look at our players. We see Sango, Telekit, Freakalo, whose camera's not working at the moment. We'll get that fixed shortly. And then we have Celeste and Young Chicken on the starting roster.
Ooh, very interesting. Looks like Robert's not going to be playing here today. Celeste is already in. Very interested to see how this turns. And we will be right back after a short break. A short ad break, I'm thinking.
Columbia Basin College is more than just an education. It's gaining skills and exploring new opportunities. It's utilizing resources and empowering others. It's building relationships and shaping futures. Start your journey today at Columbia Basin College, where education is just the beginning. Columbia Basin College is more than just an education. It's gaining skills and exploring new opportunities. It's utilizing resources and empowering others. It's building relationships and shaping futures. Start your journey today at Columbia Basin College, where education is just the beginning.
Welcome back, everyone, after that slight delay. We're getting ready for our first match here on Haven. It should be starting pretty soon.
Pretty excited.
I'm definitely interested to see how this game goes, see if anybody... how these games play out.
Again, we're going to be playing against Guilford Tech Community College with Momo, TTN Rebel Tug, Arisu, Bu Kang Long, or we'll call him BF, and Dua.
Yep, and on the CBC side, we have Telekit, Freakalo, Sango, Young Chicken, and Celeste.
Gonna send a quick shout out to our merch. Check that out. We have a QR code that you can just scan really quick, see what we have available in the shop. You don't even have to purchase it. Check it out. I think it's really cool. I'm wearing one of the sweatshirts right now. It's soft. It's nice. Although, I don't think you can buy my sweatshirt. I think I have a different one. You guys. Take a look at our like our map 2 is going to be Abyss and our map 3 is going to be Split. We will see if we have to actually go to that map 3 or if we see a quick 2-0 or 0-2 victory. Regardless, we're going to be getting into Haven here or some Valorant. I'm excited.
Haven's always a fun first starting map, especially with the 3 sites.
Oh, yeah. I love to see, like, it's not very common, but I love when people actually play B site. It's so chaotic and hectic.
Seems like we have a really... almost all OG agents that are being picked right now. We see the only newer agent being Young Chicken on Neon. Besides that, we pretty even match up with 2 Breaches, 2 Novas.
What is, I feel like I'm blind. Which character is... Oh, it's Jet. They have Jet on,
Yep, it's just a duelist swap. They have,
yeah, GC.
GCC has a Jet on their side while we have Neon on the CBC side.
Pretty interesting. Honestly, I feel like we haven't seen comps this basic in like a bit. I feel like normally when we see these games, it's a lot more. I don't know. It's a lot more of the like weird characters. Like I think we saw Clove last time they played Haven.
Yeah, I think we saw. Well, I mean, it's just really interesting to see that nobody's picking the newer agent that was just released. I feel like it's going to be a few more weeks before we start to see people getting comfortable with that and wanting to actually take a shot and use it and competitive.
That's true. Maybe the meta is like I'm not super caught up to date with the Valorant meta, but maybe it's in the like discovery phase right now where everyone's just sort of settling on the simple things that they know work. Ooh, that's pretty high. There, that's top 500, right? Played a lot of Valorant. Regardless, here we have this Haven match. We're going to be starting with CBC on the defender side and Guilford CC on the attacker side. Very excited to get into this. We don't have... All right, well, gonna be looking at our first match, our first round here on Haven. Excited to get started here.
Looks like GCC is going to go for more of a spread out start. They're not really pushing any one site. It looks like there might be more of a fake towards B with them pushing up.
Quick open with Breach maybe. Jet already in on C point. Like some damage is being exchanged. Cypher getting hurt.
We see Sango in the smoke as well as Salet.
Looks like Freaky finds
Great
wow.
plays right there by Salet and Sango, taking out both of them.
Very quick exchange of kills. Looks like CBC is going to keep this hold and have the spike just on point with them for C.
Now we'll have to see if CBC is going to play this slow or if they're going to try and push out. Oh, yeah,
All
quick trade, Arisu for Salet, and then Chicken for Arisu.
Quick CBC win. That was a, I mean, that was a very chaotic fight. It's pistol round. Not the most indicative of how like all the rest of the games will go, but that was definitely like kind of CBC. That was CBC favored for sure. Ended with 3-1, and then great.
And I don't really like that intro that they tried to pull on C site. It's always noticeable when one team is a little bit more stacked on a site and the enemy team is trying to push in spread. You'll always see that team lose. To push together as a group, utilize their abilities to make sure that they're able to get onto site.
Yeah, they just kind of got crossfired, picked off because they couldn't secure the space. Looks like they are once again pushing through. I think that's Garage. We already have our Cypher flanking. Yeah, a little bit of a skirmish going on here at Garage. Curious what's going to happen next.
You see Omen on CBC side coming around for the flank. We'll see if he gets his pick on Breach.
Is it... The Cypher has a Phantom already, right? Or am I... No, Spectre. My bad.
Yep.
I was like, what the heck? How does he have that? It looks like the attack on C-side is finally coming. CBC all spread out. Point is completely free for GCC after they take out our Cypher.
Yeah, got that quick Sheriff pick on... Tango traded back.
Ooh, a whole bunch of frags being exchanged. CBC coming out on top right here. Just the Sova remaining and finally picked off. Looks like they're going to get the defuse and win the second round. Are they going to do the thing where they like, no, Telekit gets the whole defuse? What is... Were they looking for guns?
Gun here.
Anyway, CBC up 2-0 in this here first game on Haven. Definitely a dominant start so far, managing to just win the frag exchanges.
It looks like GCC was building up their eco so that way they can all afford to full buy this round. It'll be interesting to see how they change up their approach. CBC still playing a little bit more conservative with their eco, not exactly full buying, not exactly saving.
So I guess they're kind of expecting to lose this round, but let's see how GCC plays it. They definitely need the win here.
GCC looks like they're playing spread again. We have one person going C long and another person that's sort of peeking out at B. If Breach uses his flashes to get people out here on C, it could be a good play to swing B.
Ooh, Songo finding 2 quick kills in Garage, getting the Phantom, and a third triple kill by Songo in Garage.
Songo also has the spike down there. I mean, if CBC plays this well, there's no chance here for GCC.
Looks like they're trying to push onto Songo, but he is in a very hard to get to. Little bit of a calm before the storm. GCC trying to regroup, figure out what to do on that C site.
And looks like Dua's in that smoke, just waiting to peek that angle. He's one tap. Oh, last one's got 1 HP as soon as somebody finds a name.
All right, CBC with another clean victory, picking up all the Vandals and Phantoms. Can we see the scoreboard? How many of those did we get? 4. We found 4 of their guns. 4 of the players are not going to have to buy this round. Songo with a standout performance. 7 kills so far, 0 deaths. Definitely looking CBC's favor right now.
It'll be interesting to see if Dua ends up switching things around. 0-3 right now on this Cypher. I feel like we've had this happen before in the past. Cyphers were at the bottom of the leaderboard for
I remember it distinctly. It was the ciphers on the bottom the whole time. Let's see if it changes. Or if it would just be another consistent trend. CBC already holding this garage again. Solet playing it. Very slow push by GCC. And Solet finds Momo there.
It looks like CBC's expecting the garage push at this point, so I'm thinking they're just waiting for somebody to try and come in. I'm surprised they didn't pop the doors. We also saw Young Chicken picking Dua, getting the spike down, which was then picked up.
But it's already 5-2 CBC favor. Will GCC be able to come back in this round, or, you know, just fizzle out? Very slow plays. Looks like they're just chilling in spawn right now. Do they have expensive weapons? Are they looking to save that, or are they still looking to make an A-site push?
I'm not quite sure. He's running with the moment.
Quick shot by Chicken puts the Sova at 1 HP.
Looks like a Bulldog and a Classic.
Are those worth saving? Those are like kind of worth saving. Those are not worth saving. Okay.
30 seconds left. One enemy remaining.
EF quickly taken out by Freaky.
In that corner, we'll see Freakalo peek out. He knows he's there. There's not really much that...
Yep, a triple kill by Freaky with that utility spam. Just walking in, killing him with the Vandal.
This is starting to feel like when you're playing your little brother in a game.
That's crazy. GCC buy in their Vandals and Phantoms. They're going to need this here 5th round victory for sure, because momentum is 100% CBC side. Chicken even he's not even buying. He's just chilling with the Marshall.
It's the Marshall. It's the Outlaw. It's like the upgraded version, but it's really entire game, especially on a Neon. I would expect to see something like a Judge. I mean, maybe even an Odin, something for the quicker pushes.
Maybe he's just feeling himself, you know?
Yep.
That's a sick knife.
And we got a quick A push going on here. Everybody's scrambling, trying to get back over to site. This is GCC's chance to push up and get on. They're just going to...
Whole bunch of suppressing fire into the smoke, but no one was there. Ooh, CBC finds the first pick again. However, oh, Spike was not planted.
They stopped the plant. That's insane timing.
That's really good for CBC. Neon running in, gonna find the kill on Dua. Gets picked off, but then the refrags come out. Momo, Arisu dead. Looking to make short work of TTN? Yeah, TTN Rebel Bug.
You failed. Now flee.
All right, CBC with another dominant victory. 5-0 right now.
We'll take a look at our players for a minute. Everybody seems like they are locked in. This has been pretty enjoyable for them.
Yeah, not too high intensity, just playing hard, having a good time. Songo 8-0 right now.
With 5 assists.
13 kill participation is actually absurd for 5 rounds, right? Looks like CBC players are popping off very hard right now.
Oh, and here we see Chicken taking out the... See how this goes.
Oh, he upgraded.
Yeah, just a slight up.
Ooh, look.
He's done.
Ooh, taken out by Momo with that there Spectre or Stinger or something.
That's the Stinger. The Stinger is one of my favorite guns in the game because it has such a low spray when you're ranged that it is probably...
Interesting. Like there's a little bit of a tense moment here. 4v4 on A site. Delicate just chilling in that smoke, disappears. BCC finds a pick on Freaky. Songo gets, 2 quick refrags. CBC up again, 3-2.
Spikes down in that corner. Songo with his first death of the game to duo with the op.
Looks like he found Chicken's op.
I know exactly.
Using that. Ooh, neural net up. Let's see if Telikit can clutch this fight with the neural net up. Ooh.
Interesting play to pull out the shorty right there and try and get the quick damage, but he did the best he could in a bad situation.
Yeah, definitely hard to win those kinds of things, but CBC finding their first loss in this game on Haven on the 6th round. On the first A pushes, or the second A push as well. So I wonder if they're going to keep with the A pushes, which have definitely been going better than the C or B ones. Or, well, I guess they haven't pushed B yet, but the C and garage pushes. Kind of looks like they're looking
GCC's
C.
lining up towards C. It's going to be interesting.
Yeah. CBC is like kind of already stacking over there. They're aggressively pushing on A as well. Chicken just pushing up. They might find a little fight with the Cypher.
They know that they're not coming. There's only the footsteps of one player. Right now, it's Songo's job to just kind of back up and play this smart so everybody else can rotate around.
And looks like play smart he will as he finds the Jet early on in this fight. Momo
Great play
going
dropping
down.
back.
And GCC looks a little bit lost on what to do here. It looks like they're looking at Garage maybe, but slow play right now.
We see Chicken just hanging out waiting for somebody to... Might
Just
see our
waiting.
first B push.
I mean, when you're down, B is definitely like one of the better sites to try and push, right?
Yep, but that dart just let them know that they're coming out there, so we're going to start to see CBC rotating back towards B.
Are they committing to this B push, or are they going to like try and fake it? Oh, breach ulting in.
2 breach ults back to back. Both teams.
One enemy remaining.
Looks like
And-
CBC is
Spike down
finding
mid.
the better of the 2 breach ults with 3 quick kills there. 5v1, op recovered by Young Chicken.
And it looks like we might see a CBC with the flawless win. Got 14 seconds.
For sure. Looks like he's just trying to get some kills, like help the econ a bit here. He finds Songo. It's not the worst in the world, but
Close to being a flaw.
7th round, CBC up 6-1. This year, Defender side has been very dominant. They have 4 ults remaining also, while GCC has 1 on the Sova. They definitely got to make it count if they want to win this round, but this is a thrifty round, so they're not buying.
Yeah, it's interesting to see not all buying together. They're buying Vandals when they should just be waiting until I just pick something lighter like a Spectre or a Stinger. Play with your team.
Oh, Songo finds the kill through the smoke. That is brutal in a game like this.
I like it with a
Another one.
crazy
Oh, Songo found with his pants down by Rebel Bug. Looks like they might be looking to finally... Oh, never mind. Freaky gets the picks. Oh my god.
Ricola with the dual collat right there.
Was that Cypher a collateral through a wall, through a person? Just through... Okay. Just through a person.
And it looks like we're seeing the first time out here.
Hi, Momo. Wow, CBC has been performing absolutely excellent today.
Yeah, it'll be interesting. I mean, if it keeps up this way, this is going to be a quick in.
Yeah, Joel is going to be giving our players a quick, 1-minute coaching session. You have to wonder what the coach is saying during this time. Is it just good job and fist bumps?
It's likely just keep the energy up. Don't start playing too No, you have the lead right now, so you want to... Don't let them.
For sure.
But in Valorant, every map is mostly defender-sided, so we could see something completely different on this.
That's a good point. GCC could find a whole ton of momentum, get that massive shift with the defender swap. It resets the economy. Something could happen. But right now, CBC is definitely looking dominant on this Haven map.
Taking a look at our players.
Got the in-seater spectating. I love our setup. We don't have a whole ton of people here today, but it's a random third. Congo 12-3 right now. Absolutely stellar stats. CBC, most players having something around a 2 KD. Yeah, they're just doing great today, which I guess it makes sense in a 7-1 lead. Like they are all peeking B preemptively, not aware. Oh no, they definitely hear it.
They're here in GCC coming through that wine cellar area.
It's like Freaky is pre-setting up a breach stun thing for when they enter.
He has 2 coming along.
There's the Sova drone. Congo already getting a bunch of damage off on the other team's Cypher. Ooh,
And it looks
Telecate.
like CBC's realizing that they got people in there. Telekit taking out.
Looks like GCC is backing out here after they realize that the A push is not gonna work. CBC kind of predicted and reacted to that perfectly. But GCC managing to only get out losing one character, you're definitely happy with that. Well, not happy, but at least you're not like licking your wounds and dying. Ooh.
Oh, the second one dropped right there. Rest of the team is already rotated.
30
Ooh.
seconds left.
Salet found from behind, but he manages to do the turnaround, get the quick kill on Arisu. Whoa! GCC finds several quick picks here, making it a 2v1, keeping the game competitive.
It was just a terrible play. I feel so bad. He had him not paying any attention.
10
Still
seconds
managed.
left.
Spike planted.
Ooh. Congo manages to get the kill. The spike plant not really mattering outside of giving CBC more.
Team Tele.
Oh goodness, Telecate.
It is over.
Telecate feeling himself a little bit here.
A little bit. But I mean, it's fair. We are up 8-1 right now. We know that things can happen, things can change for next round, but CBC is definitely liking their position. Our players are feeling themselves, ladies and gentlemen. Young Chicken with the op yet again. Is op neon like a common thing?
It can be. It depends on your own personal. Yop is. Get on it on a lot. Out we. But. Like quick.
Ooh,
See Chicken
insightful.
getting a pick right there on it.
Perfect.
Know
A
that if
perfect
you-
example of the opping. Another pick
down
found
A.
by Young Chicken. Looks like DCC just wants to get Spike and run off or something. No, running across, but Chicken was not paying attention. Arisu finds Telecate as well. 2.
One enemy
Brave.
remaining.
Right there.
It might pay dividends. Rebel Tug might be able to pull this back. Or he could just be another kill in Young Chicken's
He knows.
free.
And
Oh
a
my god.
quick headshot
So let
right
being the bait that Young Chicken needed.
Great use of.
What?
Go, go, go.
Oh, yeah. That's cool. Looks like we might be trading weapons a little. Here and let me get that from the crowd.
Interesting to see this. But to match.
They don't need it for right now, I guess.
This could just be.
Scanning ahead. There they are.
Definitely might be finding them off guard here. Using the ult, finds Momo.
Still waiting in spawn.
However, Telecate finds something for their troubles and makes it a 4-3 still in the favor of CBC. Congo with the patience. Oh my god. Oh, gets 2 there still. Doesn't quite pay off how he might have wanted, but he still gets 2. A little bit of a clip by Songo.
Everybody freak.
Last round.
Yeah, with
before
the op,
switch.
that was insane. Last round before the swap, CBC up 10-1. Absolutely insane advantage here. You have to wonder if GCC will be able to repeat this on the defender side, or if CBC will keep up the momentum even side swap.
And at this point, it's typically game to lose.
Revealing area.
For sure. I feel like when players are like having fun and feeling themselves is definitely when they're playing the best. Like locked in, but still having a good time. And that's what these guys seem to be doing right now, so. Okay. Much slower point, or much slower defense this time. And a much slower attack by GCC as well. Not a whole ton happening just in general.
We see.
Very quick engagement's going to be happening here. GCC has taken point. Momo's location revealed. CBC finds 3 really quickly. Duo trying to make it even, but
Half.
that's the half, indeed.
That was so quick, within 10 to 15 seconds.
Switching sides.
Okay, looking at the side switch here. Does CBC win this pistol round?
I think they're feeling themselves. They're really confident with how this is. Yeah.
Yeah, this might be a little bit of a rough start to the defense for GCC unless Cypher manages to find the picks here, but CBC with armor, they want to win this pistol round.
CBC.
Yeah, they're ready to win this round.
CBC hanging out and spawn, having a fun time waiting for this round to get started. They're just ready to get back into business.
Using the sprays. Looks like Cypher is going to be the only one holding C point here in this attack. How quickly does CBC make it?
Really interesting to see that they have 3 on A. Typical rule for a 3-site map is 2 on both of the main sites, 1 in the middle.
To rotate to the other 2. Yeah. CBC, though, with a very quick point take, a plant already, 4v4. CBC a little bit worse for wear than GCC, but here comes the fight.
Minded walking out there.
Enemy remaining.
And CBC finding, much like the other rounds so far this game, finding 3 quick picks. And the 4th one cleaned up. CBC with the plant and only losing 1.
And
Match point.
Do they buy? What do they buy? Bulldogs? Try and see if they can end the game right here. No. Barry Songa with an absolutely standout performance. We pointed out a few times, but 4 KD with 20 kills is kind of ridiculous.
well, it's 10 assists.
Yeah, 10 assists.
Been everywhere.
Just has a... How many deaths have even happened? He's on their side. It looks like he's participated in about 60% of the kills, like around.
Maybe at least 60.
Revealing area.
Finding. Ooh, very quick take. Surprised that GCC didn't even attempt to stack C here. Looks like a very similar repeat of last time, except for they don't find the opening pick.
One enemy
It's very
remaining.
common to see teams coming out here. Wow. That was
Attackers
Quick win by CBC. That's defeat, but we won. Yeah, up 1-0 against GCC. Definitely curious about how this next game is going to go. There's our players. They're having a good time. Yeah. I wonder if we're going to have any subs in.
we might.
Also, we will be rejoining you guys in a second. We're going to go to a commercial break, and we'll see you in a bit.
Columbia Basin College is more than just an education. It's gaining skills and exploring new opportunities. It's utilizing resources and empowering others. It's building relationships and shaping futures. Start your journey today at Columbia Basin College, where education is just the beginning.
How's it going, CBC? Welcome back. CBC had a very dominant game on the first round on Haven. Looks like we're going to be going into round 2 on Abyss. Pretty excited for that.
And it looks like we did see a swap on CBC. We swapped out Stilett for DJ Fallen. So let's see how this new change plays out, especially with that they had in the first.
Looking like DJ's trying to change up that 0-0 stat board into something a little bit more impressive.
It'll definitely be interesting to see, especially depending on who plays which side at the start of this game.
You know, when you're playing on the other team, like you just got kind of not like destroyed, but like had a very, very hard time in that last round. It's very hard to like regroup and come back. So I gotta wonder what like the talk sounds like back there. Like, did the coach get him back into it? What's kind of going on there, you know?
Especially if we see CBC starting out on defense. Start of this game, it's always easier to start out on the defense side, and so hopefully we see a bit of a change up. Otherwise, it seems like this.
Yeah, because do they get? I assume that CBC gets to pick to defend first now because they.
I'm not sure if it works that way or if it's just.
If it's a coin flip. I mean, that's interesting if it's a coin flip. I assumed that it was coin flip for the very first one, like the first round. But for second round, I kind of just assumed it was.
I would assume it was.
Oh, that would make sense, actually. Like, so like even if you're favored in the first round and you were defending, then it doesn't necessarily mean you're going to be like favored in the second round because you're attacking. But again, we're going to be looking at Momo, Rebel, Tug, Arisu, BF, and Momo. Oh, and Dua for the GCC side. Ooh, there's that weird, like, cat robot character. Got a cool... I don't know that character's name.
Yeah, it looks like we see a Vise pick on both sides, which is one of the newer... Yeah, that goes. Other than that...
Freaky's on one of his comfort picks. I know he like... Yaru? Is that his name?
Yoru?
Yeah,
it's
Yoru.
a much more interesting comp this game than the pre. So I'm looking forward to seeing how this works out.
I'm pretty excited for the character Songo is playing. I do not remember her name, but I'm pretty sure when I played, that's who I played. Like when I did play Valorant, that was the character I mostly was playing.
That's Astra.
Yeah, Astra. She's cool. I like her. Do we ever, while we're watching this spectate, do we ever see their like, you know how when they go into first person views, when they use cameras and it's like weird and different?
It's the same.
It's the same? That's cool. If this were Overwatch, it would not be the same. You would just see a crappy third-person view of the character that shows you nothing.
I've definitely been on... Overwatch.
Yeah. But, you know, I think, is this CBC on defense? It is, right?
Yes, it is CBC.
CBC looking to have another dominant performance on this defense first. They went up 10-1 last time, I believe, before the side switch.
It was 11-1.
11-1. Ooh. Everyone was looking at Freaky there.
Quick TP back there by Yoru.
Oh, I saw it. Looks like GCC is going to take a quick like position. They have a jet very far in, kind of surrounded.
Arisu drop.
Spike down, B.
2 dead for GCC. Another one found. CBC starting off this first round even better than last time. Looks like they're going to try and ride that momentum into this game and to the series end. Young Chicken already with the Marshall. Looks like he... Okay, so he's playing... I don't know if Neon is, like, worse here or something. I could believe that, but Jet with a Marshall is a lot better than Neon with a Marshall, right?
They're both characters that main difference is that Neon is more of a horizontal movement, just Jet is more. It'll be a lot more. That's also an outlaw. Outlaws do. And so for agents that only have light armor, which is typical for the second round, it'll be a
That's... Wait, so it's basically just op?
top generator.
Oh my god. With 2 shots, and that's how it's balanced. Well, GCC actually managing to take key point with... I spoke too soon. I'm so sorry, guys. I karma'd you. I was going to say managing to take it without a loss, but they are losing one. Did they even get spiked down? Yeah, they got spiked down.
Got spiked down. Now we're at a 4v2 CBC.
One enemy remaining.
Chicken winning that duel very quickly. Telekid going for the defuse. And yeah, this is round already over.
Oh, that quick delicate. Great example of the synchronous.
Chicken jumping off the map, saving himself with the jet glide there. CBC at almost 0 deaths across the board. Freaky kind of throwing this game here with the 1 death, not gonna lie.
Chicken this game. It's just been
I'm going above.
Definitely excited to see their stats during the next stat screen we get to see. CBC already finding a very quick kill on Momo. Freaky gets refragged though. GCC keeping it competitive, making it a 4v4 on round 3.
Piccolo almost got away with it.
Almost. Not quite though. But GCC also really needs to win this one because they bought. They bought like completely this round, and if they do not win, then they're gonna be super broke. Like there's a slow push mid kind of happening.
Looks like GCC is just trying to regroup and figure. The worst part is when you're almost halfway through a round with.
GCC, they do seem to like at least make decisions, so you know that there's like someone at the head like making calls of what to do. I'm not exactly sure what isn't coming together for them in this game, but CBC is just picking them apart at every spot.
Like GCC hasn't really played cohesively as a team,
30
get themselves in.
seconds
Set up crossfires and stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah, they are keeping this game or this round more competitive again. It's a 2v2. They have the spike. It looks like they're trying to plant on B side, but CBC's kind of already prepping for it. Going around on CT side? Yeah, CT spawn.
Got about 10 seconds left, so rush. CBC's finding out that they're out at B.
Spike planted.
Yep, so side has been switched. GCC is the defender now for a bit.
It was just not.
Last player standing.
Ooh. Looks like... Yeah, Chicken gets found. Telekid trying to shoot BF while Rebel's just there on his left. Oh, GCC making this here game on Abyss more competitive than the last one. Up. Not up, but 2-1. CBC didn't really... Yeah, they just weren't able to close that game out.
The game before this, I think CBC dropped the 4th round.
That's a good point.
We'll see if they lock in.
This
Could be
is going to be... I think this is their first round full buying, right?
Yeah, it looks like CBC.
Scanning ahead.
If he doesn't make this, it'll be really interesting.
Yeah, because the momentum shift is going to be in Guilford's like side for the first time this entire game, or this entire series actually.
CBC has to be a little bit nervous thinking about what's going to happen to the show if they're not.
Yeah, there's a little bit of footsies being played on mid, but I think GCC mostly pushing for an A take. 2 characters on site, but the Sova very slow to get in that plan. And then he gets picked off. 2 more taken out quickly by CBC. 5-2. Gosh darn.
Meanwhile, we see GCC has their breach on B site, just
Enemy remaining.
hanging out.
Yeah, he is just kind of hanging out. That's a good... Looks like he might find the kill on Jet. He does not. Young Chicken finds it, gets the flawless.
And taking a look at our players, everybody's
Yeah, having a good time. Oh, it was of who got. Right. Cool. Yeah, CBC, they got that 4th round victory. GCC is going to be buying sheriffs and armored this round. Definitely a thrifty. So they're not expecting to win this, but do a damage. Might do something. Very split. They played these beginning of the rounds like super split every single time on attack. I don't know if that's like optimal or whatever, but I don't know. It seems like it's been biting them more than it's been helping.
as attacking, it's really helpful to try to push a site just so that way. Typically, I mean, on defense, you're going to split up your team. Back one. But as you push in, why it's important to be able to get like down or
Right here.
Ooh, I love angles. That's what Overwatch is all about, right? Ooh, using Doru disguise. Get 2 there. No, get 1, and then someone's found in mid. He is doing pretty well this round again.
I would love to see CBC pull a fake.
What does a fake Yoru look like?
But rather than throwing out the
Shock dart.
there just walks straight line.
Spike planted.
Oh,
At higher levels, most players
One
won't shoot
enemy
the Yoru
remaining.
clone. And so if you walk in just a straight line, there's a chance that they won't pick you. And so you can
Right here.
looks like the Jet is trying to... Oh, Pelicate with a quadra kill that round, I just realized. Gonna get the defuse as well. Absolutely stellar performance. A little bit of looking around. Gotta check to see what guns are about.
I think he was given that ult point right there to see if we
What does Vi's ult do?
takes away the weapons.
That sounds really good. Sounds quite strong. Chicken up 7-2, Telekit 6-1, and Songo 5-2. Looks like Telekit finally came alive in this game. That last round got quadra. But CBC just generally performing great. DJ pretty happy with his stats so far, I have to imagine.
Yeah, always great to start your stat sheet out with a.
Right? I wonder, what is that score?
Realizing that they had the entire team run A site and see everybody starting to rotate over.
They will still get there for the B site protect in time, it looks like.
That is insane. The fact that these wasn't able to realize that no one was on right and move. Absolute joke.
Yeah, they managed to find a freaky kill eventually, and CBC sort of backing off of B, but they still haven't gotten this planted yet. Oh, Sova ult being brought out to try and... Oh, wait. Yeah, Sova ult trying to stop the plan, but looks like it's gonna go off. CBC wants to take this 4v1. Ooh, Visol was just whiffed. That's why they were playing so safe. CBC 2v4. Can they get the clutch here? If they do, I'm certain that it'll be clippable. 1 dead in the crossfire. Another dead by Chicken. 3. Oh!
And they pulled it off.
Chicken with the triple kill. Holy goodness. Now they're going to get the defuse as well. And CBC is up 5-1 on round 6. DJ once again there with the supporting fire. Helping.
Round or 2.
Honestly, what you never want to do is die. And, like, he's doing a great job of just not dying and being there with his team when they need him there.
I think that advice is applicable.
You know, I I agree with that. GCC is okay. So everyone is kind of full buying except no, everyone's full buying as much as they can. They have Rebel Tug on the which one's that? Marshall?
On the outlaw.
Okay, that's an outlaw. That one's an outlaw. They have CBC has someone on B point this time, the Jet. GCC actually taking point fairly quickly this time. Momo getting found though. A little bit caught off guard. Spike is still not planted on point as well. EFN going for the plant now.
Spike planted.
Found shock dart.
See Fricolo get blinded and picked again. It doesn't seem like this Yoripix work.
Not quite.
Couple quick trades here. We see a P3 on CBC's side, but with Young Chicken a lot. Anything's possible.
So true. There's been some pretty stand-up performances. Looks like he's faking. Ooh, a big breach ult coming out. Does it wind up with anything?
Last player standing.
Jamming those. Not really much the trick.
Ooh. Yeah, GCC managing to very, very handily take that one. They need to use the breach ult, but it was still a good fight by them. That's a bit of momentum. It's a bit of momentum in their favor. Definitely something you want to see is them, but
We'll see if CBC starts to use these. They've had a few for a couple rounds now. Interesting to see Astra trying to cut off access to one of the sites. Her ult is a big wall. They can walk through it, but they can't see through it.
Okay.
And bullets cannot.
Oh, that's so good. It's like Portal. Like the Jet is using ult.
Chicken with the outlaw getting a body on. Dango with a pick on a Reese.
So once again, GCC is getting that quick take onto B side. Looks like CBC is content to just lose point and go for the trades on the way in and then retake.
Looks like it's working out for him so far as we see one of the other team is one tap with two left. Oh, listen guys.
You're welcome.
Quick
2v3,
triple
but
kill
they
by
don't have
Songo.
much time.
Young Chicken gets taken out by the Jet here. Yeah, GCC, do they have the spike out? They do, right?
Remaining.
Yeah.
Takes down, they don't have.
CBC going for the defuse. Freaky, the Jet has to make a play here, otherwise he gets taken out.
Great play.
Good try.
Hardness idiots.
What big of a multi-kill did Songo get that round? That 3? Been popping off. CBC is loving these rounds. They're getting like multi-kills and all that stuff. I wonder, since GCC is insisting on going B every round, are they going to keep doing so? And is CBC going to adapt to that, or are they just going to keep playing for retake?
DBCC. Off of. The other one was.
That's true.
It looks like CBC is almost all at mid right now. Really interesting play.
Ooh, Chicken finds a Risu. Getting paid off with the mid play, though. Sometimes Goofy works. GCC taking side once again, but CBC is in a much better position to immediately go on.
Spike planted.
Delicate gets taken out, though. It's like there's also might be a Rise duel happening in mid.
He was stuck on the back. There's no. Looks like Dua did pick off Fawn at mid.
One enemy
Ooh,
remaining.
firing range set up. That Rise is going to have to get to point quickly if he wants to have any impact here.
There's no time. Second too late. And it got
And he
picked
gets
off by
picked
Son.
off.
Was that important?
Good job, Songo. Gosh.
My ult's not.
I've heard that our Rise is a human bait right now. That sounds pretty sick to me.
Nice.
Young Chicken, 14-4. Songo, 12-4. Two absolutely outstanding performances here. The rest of CBC stats are sort of evening out as GCC is finding their footing, but they're still struggling. It's still 7-2.
We see Fallen who went from a 3-1 to a 4 and
Not ready yet.
starting to.
Shooting flash.
Arise finding Freaky, that quick frag, taking him out. Like GCC looking mid. They might be rotating to be Jet versus Young Chicken. Momo. Oh, Momo gained the better of him there. Normally, Young Chicken's been finding that, but this is definitely a GCC favored match, even with that pick. Okay, becoming less favored as time goes on. Songo wanted to prove me wrong very badly.
Taking that back.
And it looks like we are seeing just two of the members kind of hanging around A site without the bomb. What are you going to do if you don't?
Oh my god, I just realized that was happening. Were they like pre-setting up for another rotate onto A, or?
Like a delayed fake, but at the same time, it's important to make pushing up for no reason.
Yeah, like what happened to I believe the Breach. Both Breach and Momo.
Spike
Because
planted.
even if it was a fake, they clearly didn't know. They were quite far in. Duo finds Telekid in that duel there.
Player standing.
Oh. Currently a 1v2. Songo needing to take this back, but the Rise ult is active, jamming the primary. Yeah.
Advisal.
Vision.
Ooh, painting an outline. Songo gets found there. Yeah, GCC definitely liking this Abyss map a little bit more. It's 7-3 right now, but yeah, no, they're finding momentum. They're winning a bit more and more. Momo's looking 8-10 right now. He's winning a couple more duels than he was before, and they could be adapting. Are they adapting?
It looks like it. I mean, definitely the real rounds could be more wins to see they have a chance.
Okay. So definitely looking a bit optimistic for our team, but GCC once again finds B point very quickly. But Momo is found by Young Chicken, I believe? No, Young Chicken finds Dua. Freaky gets another. Spike may be down, but
One enemy
GCC is
remaining.
just falling like flies. Freaky with a triple kill.
And they're realizing that Omen's nowhere near. It's been a problem before. Like you can't.
Is this... Well, he found the kill on Young Chicken, but Songo finds the
Last
kill on
round
a
in the half.
last round before.
There's no bank.
Yeah, this just keeps happening. GCC, like, I realized at the same time that CBC players did that he was nowhere to be found and the fight was already over.
CBC had realized because one of their members was picked at mid by him. One of the things on offense need to stick together. Defense, you're supposed to try and defend as an off.
Get out of my way.
Not ready yet.
I'll handle this.
Rip and tear.
Cutting through.
Freaky using that dimensional rift to find the entire enemy team. Looks like they are pushing super aggressively on this last defense.
Here.
We've not seen this battle spot in a bit.
2 picks with that.
Fake teleport.
Definitely what they wanted to see, right? Getting use out of that gel. They have a Sova ult that needs to be used here as well. Momo taken out, but Dua finds the refrag. Keeping that advantage for GC.
See this quick DJ with over again.
Wall trip.
Astra's coming around.
Spike planted.
There is an Astra wall ready to be put up, and I assume they have to use it here, right? All right, solo play time. Pop off, Songo. Unlucky.
For this.
Nowhere to run.
Definitely considering the last game. But CBC also did not struggle much on the attacker side. Obviously, they didn't have to attack a ton, but they were definitely looking good on the side as well last time.
It is a different map. We could comfortable on this map. Scoreboard is definitely.
Ooh, that's a good point. Telekid actually yet to get a kill since his Quadra earlier in the game. Maybe a little bit of cracks in the armor on CBC side.
Especially difficult. Is that there's 12 rounds and a half. They only have 6 kills after one round having.
Mm-hmm. Kind of means like lack of value outside of that round, right?
Scanning ahead.
Shows that every average 6 rounds he
Here.
Oh, chicken gets found very quickly. Freaky finds do it though. Delicate gets the quick plant onto B side. Looks like they're going to be doing a similar thing to how GCC was playing this last time with the, very quick aggressive B take. Freaky found.
Flashing. Retrieving
got a couple damage on hand. You have Spike down, fallen with that wall.
Go away.
Good plays by DJ so far.
One
Ooh, the
enemy
flank
remaining.
by Songo. Getting the pick there real quick. ETT finds DJ. CBC likes their position though. If the breach goes for the defuse at all, he'll just get shot at.
Be at rest.
There we go. CBC finding that first win on the pistol round of attack. DJ with the Vandal.
I think we've really only seen A site get pushed about 3.
Yeah, and one of them was like an afterthought. Does that say something about the map quality, or does that say something about how the teams like to play it?
It's likely about the map quality, but it also could be the team. Looks like CBC has DJ by
Time to jump.
himself. Heading right.
Other way around. CBC getting that point take immediately. Absolutely no contest. DJ very slow on the plant here, though. Ooh, CBC finds a quick pick on Arisu. Songo with that outlaw. Dua gets Freaky, trying to keep it even. A 4v3, 3v3. Even game right now. Spike's still down for CBC. Only about 30 seconds left on that.
Remaining.
One enemy remaining.
Now we wait.
CBC with another round win. Oh my god, yeah. DJ already has ult for this next round. Are they going to be using it here to take another quick victory, making it 11-4?
No
Well, I brought up
charges.
how DJ was 4-4, now he's 10-8, so it
That's
looks
a
like
good
he's
point.
starting to figure things.
Once they started attacking, he let his aggressive man rage take over. I know. I'm sure that's what happened.
It looks like GCC is starting to spread out a bit more. It looks like they're headed towards
Revealing
B,
area.
starting to rotate back over. He wants to take this out.
Actually, this is interesting on the GCC play. They don't seem to trust their retake as much as CBC because they are actually playing Dua on point, and he gets found. Momo does find Songo on the retake. Freaky finds Arisu, and Spike is down.
Phones are live.
Enemy
Or
remaining.
My ult's ready. Time to jump. Fake teleport.
he's just not really having it. BBC can't let them move.
Ooh, Freaky was getting really, really aggressive, looking for that quadra, but he does get a triple kill before going down. Rebel Tug's gonna have to make a play here if he wants to get this game back, but is definitely looking CBC favor. Up by 2 players, Spike down, 10 seconds. He's just running away.
He's just
Oh, does he have a Vandal?
Blinding press.
Okay, that makes sense. Yeah, he's got one. Like there is not gonna be a exchange of players at the end. Actually saves the Vandal. Probably a smart play by Rebel Tug here.
looking at their eco. Yeah, they have no money. They 4-spot that
Oh yeah.
spiral down.
The desperate and poor GCC is right now. Songo takes all the money for himself. Hoards it in his health bank. All right, so Guilford is hard stacking B this time. 3 players on it. I wonder if CBC still forces it or if they just...
Who's next?
Okay.
Tango's coming.
Like there's a dimensional rift being used by Freaky, finding where the players are. Chicken gets taken out really quickly there. Quick exchange.
Spike down. B.
Ellie for
Last
Ellie.
player standing.
Arisu with the first triple kill for Guilford this series, I think. But Guilford, the stack managed to work for them. Like just stacking B.
It could. I mean, I think we might see CBC.
Yeah, for sure. Especially if Guilford's going to show like the same level of commitment to B site. Because, I mean, 3 players, and I don't know what A site looks like much right now because we've basically seen B the entire time. But
I think the reason that everyone likes that is it's a lot more open. A site's a lot more corners and things like that.
yeah, it's got a lot of angles and like cross things you can set up once you're on the defending attacker side as well. Ooh, Freaky going for a long range duel with that sheriff. Not quite
Spike
finding
down.
anyone.
B.
Tango pick.
CBC looking to get that spike. Oh, they already got the spike. Yeah. Not sure what they're going to do. Kind of deciding if they're going to keep playing for B side. DJ Fallen gets taken out mid during the confusion, though. Freaky still shooting with that sheriff. Doesn't get anything, though. GCP looking really good this round.
The 5 right here. Might just say.
That's a very cute band.
Revealing area.
Dua does get found by Young Chicken. Looking like they want to keep up the fight here. They still have Spike. They could go for a play somewhere
Last
somehow.
player standing.
CBC's seeing that doesn't really have
30
much,
seconds left.
trying to get a
Ooh, that's smart. Nice.
Brother.
Delicate with the kill here on
Right
Arisu.
here.
15 seconds left, though. Does he save the Vandal and just play for the picks?
10 seconds left.
Oh my god. Delicate finding another one. Momo going down.
Scanning
Jesus.
ahead.
Siphoned out a whole bunch of money out of GC pocket.
That's one thing.
Right here.
Can't get too cocky and start pushing in it a second. Be a way to
True, if they all just push and he just gunned them all down, it'd just be done. DJ, okay. DJ stats have once again kind of evened out. We're looking at 10-10 again. Telikit at 11-9, struggling a bit, but picking up his weight since the side switch. Freaky at 12-13, a little bit struggling here, but not bad. And then Young Chicken and Songo definitely carrying the weight of CBC right now with 18 and 17 kills, effectively. Ooh, a fake onto B, and CBC might be pushing A, maybe?
If you look, shooting these Euro clones, I think a fake York would actually.
I think he should go for it, personally.
I would just.
Because it's cool. Delicate getting that quick plant onto A side. GCC not at all prepared for the A push.
Here.
Ooh. Ooh, an op being used to kill Freaky at very close range. Young Chicken taken out by the Sova ult as well. 3v5 right now. GCC taking point back handily. Just needing to play for defense. Delicate finds a Risu, but Dua's still going to be able to go for that defuse. Sova ult.
One enemy remaining.
Oh my gosh. Oh,
They
Momo
got the
manages to
defuse.
clutch it.
Momo got the defuse.
Holy crap. That was so close. GCC making my job more entertaining today, for sure.
Getting a lot closer right here.
They definitely, yeah. It seems like they would probably, if GCC can manage to actually win this and then go on to next round being able to start off defending, I think that they'd be really happy and honestly, maybe even a little confident going into map 3. But they're going to have to pull out 6 wins.
Yep, 6 wins. There's always a chance of over.
And overtime is very easy to flounder. DJ quickly taken out by a GCC player. Young Chicken finds Rebel Tug though. Pelican gets the plant off. Chicken finds Dua. Wait, there was a Rizel up and they didn't. GCC 2 players right now, they need to make something happen and they did not. Zongo with the quick triple kill. Holy crap. Our players popping off. I think there was a fist bump just a second ago. It
It
was
looks
pretty
like they're
sick.
getting a bit more confident for this last round. We'll see if this is match point.
Oh yeah, this is match point now. GCC needs to play some absolutely great Valorant here to like manage to pull this back.
And looking at their eco, they don't have it.
Yeah, they're destitute. Looks like BF is gonna have that Vandal. Rebel Tug is also going to have a Vandal, but aside from that, it's like Spectres and Marshall or Outlaws.
2 on B site with starting to head over.
Maybe a quick take onto B side by CBC. Arisu already found Freaky popping out of the Dimensional Rift.
That's what the Astra ult looks like.
Ah, I see it. Looks like kind of looks like Symmetra wall.
Just a giant purple wall.
Yep. Honestly, it kind of rules. The Young Chicken has Jet ult up. Ooh, gets found though. But GCC needs to make something happen here. They're kind of bleeding players in their bleeding time. 2v4, match point, spamming some util. Ooh, Freaky finds our look after it.
And it's over.
Yep. Freaky with the quadra kill to end the game. Absolutely incredible showing by CBC here today. GCC definitely put up a bit of a fight there at the end, but CBC was pretty in control most of the time.
I think that
But our players did super good this week. Songo 23-9, Young Chicken 19-13, Freaky 16 and 14. But we're gonna be wrapping this up here really soon.
it was nice to see DJ finally getting some stats up on the board with 10, 12, and 2.
True. Excited to see those pop up next time we cast. I think Celeste also didn't have stats until today, just due to whatever. But we're gonna have a full page of Val stats next time.
Interesting to see Celeste in the past as well. Not sure if the stats didn't roll over from the last season or what that was
No,
about.
they don't. Yeah, it's a new stats setup. But thank you guys. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you later. Nice, there we go.
Will it be enough in time?